Welcome to the Classy Career Girl podcast. I'm your host, Anna Runyon, founder and CEO of Classy Career Girl, one of Forbes' most influential career sites. This is a podcast for a community of women who want to turn their passions into work they love. You'll learn how to become happy, successful, and balanced with class, skill, and style. We believe that you can create your future. So stop delaying your great life. Go put yourself out there. You can have your great life and career right now. Hey everyone, it's Anna from Classy Career Girl, and I'm excited. Today we are releasing another one of our best of episodes, and it's called Do These 4 Things Daily to Stay Productive Every Day. It was one of our most downloaded episodes. You guys loved it, and so we're replaying it today for you all in case you missed it previously when we released it a few years back. And I'm also going to share some new tips and advice for you about how I'm currently staying productive and just ready to face the day every single day so that we can focus on doing the priorities that we want to get done so we can reach our goals and ultimately live that happy and fulfilling life, because that truly is our mission here at Classy Career Girl, is to help all women find career fulfillment. So I'm going to go over the 4 things in the episode. What I wanted to add to this episode, as I was listening to it again and remembering what I taught before, I wanted to share some other things. One of the things I've always done, and I am still doing today, even though it's very quick in my morning routine, is I look at my vision board. So many of you guys already know I keep a secret Pinterest board on Pinterest, a secret board, so only I can see it. And every year I create a new Pinterest board that really defines like the visions and the pictures and the images and the quotes and the sayings of what I want my year to look like. And so this is really helpful. It's part of my morning routine, is looking at that vision board. This literally takes 1 minute, like probably even 30 seconds, to just scroll through that vision board and to just set my intentions on my day and what I want in the future, and just overall so I know where I'm headed in the future. And one of the things I really love about this is I have some quotes and some affirmations in that Pinterest board. And so what I'm going to talk about today, one of the things you do to stay productive is to do your affirmations. So you'll hear that in the podcast episode. But how I do that is I pin images that have those affirmations onto my secret Pinterest board. And I wanted to share a couple of those with you today that are on my 2025 vision board. Some of the affirmations that I read every day are, hopefully you guys will find this helpful, and write these down, add these to your vision board too. 1% better every day. I'm stepping into the most successful decade of my life. I am a magnet for all things good. Shine bright, money is right. Even if it's silly, right? I'm still like filling myself with positivity, because sometimes if you're like me, you wake up a little negative, maybe you didn't get enough sleep, kids kept you awake, you have a lot of things happening in the day, you're kind of stressed. And so this just like repeating it, looking at these positive words just helps me set the day right. If you want something you never had, you have to do something you've never done. Keep calm and soak up the Florida sun, since we live in Florida now. I get paid extremely well for what I do. Wake up and go work for yourself before you go to work for someone else. Do more things that make you forget to check your phone. My business allows me to have a life I love. Your next chapter is going to be amazing. Push yourself, because no one else is going to do it for you. I still remember the nights I prayed for the things I have right now. Good things are coming. Now, when I scroll through that Pinterest board, it's not that long. That's why this only takes 30 seconds. I may not look at every single one of these affirmations in that 30 seconds, but I'll see 1 or 2, and my eye will kind of catch maybe some of the images. And maybe there's something I need to do that day that's going to help me get to that image in the future. For example, right now, my family and I we're working on creating a garden. And so I have some like images of like the garden stuff I want, or like what I want our garden to look like, and all those things. And so it just reminds me, hey, we need to water the plants, or hey, I need to pick up some seeds or some gardening supplies or something like that today, so that I can continue to work towards my goal and vision. So that's just real life, something I'm doing now that relates to this podcast episode you're going to hear about. The other one that I still do that is super important is just brain dumping all of my priorities. You're going to hear that in the podcast episode. I do that also every single morning. 30 seconds, just get all those to-dos out of your head and onto paper. It could be personal. I write down my chores. I write down What I need to do with our daughters, homeschool stuff. I write down work stuff, things I need to talk to my husband about, people I need to call, people I need to text, all the things. It's just like this big brain dump. I just write it all down. And then when I get that block of work time, then I can look at that list and just take those things that are the most important. Um, the other thing to do is I've been doing this lately. So often I have my afternoons are kind of my work time. And so I homeschool our girls in the morning, and then the afternoons from like 12:30 to about 4:30 is my focus work time here at Classy Career Girl. That's when I'm recording this right now. And so what I've been doing, because it feels like my to-dos are just getting bigger. I don't know if anyone feels this way. Like January, I felt like, oh yeah, we had some stuff. And then all of a sudden February hit, and I just feel like my to-dos have skyrocketed. And so what I've been doing when I feel overwhelmed, like I only have an hour, how am I going to get all this stuff done? Is I've been asking ChatGPT to help me create a schedule. And so what I do is I say, hey, I'm getting distracted. Please help me create a schedule. Here's all the things I need to do in the next hour. And so ChatGPT then will take that list and give me a schedule. And then that way I don't have to think like, should I do this first or this first? And then I can look at the time and be like, am I on track? If I'm on track, I know I'm going to be able to complete all of these things within that time limit, with that short burst of time that I have before I gotta go do the rest of the things in the evening. So that's been really helpful to me this year. Hopefully, this was helpful, and keep listening for the full episode, one of our most popular episodes. I hope you enjoy it. It's Anna Runyon, founder and CEO of Classy Career Girl, and I am so excited. We are here, and I am about to go over the 4 things that you should do daily to stay productive every single day. I am live on Facebook. I'm live on Instagram. So thank you everyone for joining me. I would love to know who's here with me. So if you're here, say hello. Say where you're joining from and how you found out about Classy Career Girl. I would love to know that. I see a lot of you guys joining. Thanks so much for joining. If you guys don't know who I am, hi, Minmarie. Hi. Hi, Katie O. So good to see you. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Anna, and I'm the founder and CEO of Classy Career Girl. Our mission at Classy Career Girl is to help all women find career fulfillment. And today we're doing that by helping you stay productive. Hey, everyone. Okay, so many people are joining right now. So what I want to let you guys know, a lot of you guys know that we just came out with our Create Your Future Planner as well. And so I'm going to tell you something at the end. I'm going to make an announcement about our planners. So that's going to be after the training, but make sure you stay till the end, and definitely say hi in the comments as well. So I know that you guys are with me, and I know that I'm not alone. I haven't seen the comments. I'm seeing Instagram is going crazy right now. Thank you all. We have a lot of people on Instagram. If you're listening on Facebook, let me know that you can hear me on Facebook so that I know that is working as well. Oh, Ella's here. Hi from Chicago. Okay, so we know Facebook and Instagram are both working. We're multitasking here. Iceland, awesome. Thank you for joining us from Iceland. Okay, so first I want to tell you a little story of a recent update on the life of Anna Runyon, managing Classy Career Girl. If you guys didn't know, I had a baby last year in 2018, just in August. So I have a 5-month-old, I have a 4-year-old, and we just got back from Christmas in Minnesota. We spent 3 weeks in Christmas. And it's funny that I'm doing this topic, do these 4 things daily to stay productive every day, because this is something that's near and dear to my heart, because it's something I was not doing a few weeks ago. And just this past week, I started to get back into this routine of doing these 4 things daily. And I will tell you, this has been one of the best weeks ever. I've gotten so much done. I've been so productive. But prior to this week, and the reason that this is near and dear to me, and I'm just like you guys, I am trying to reach my goals and have a great 2019. And I also have a lot of things that make it very hard to spend time working on my goals. I'm running this business. I work with my husband. I have 2 kids. I like to take care of myself and my health and self-care and all that stuff. So there's a lot that I'm juggling right now. Just like you, I know that you are probably juggling a lot as well. And I will tell you one of the ways I was kind of handling all the things that were happening in my life is I got a little bit lazy. And that's because my 2018 was full of many life changes, having a baby, moving. It was a big, big, big year. And I started to get a little bit lazy towards the end. I was doing, I was sleeping in. And if you guys know me at all, I love my Miracle Mornings. Miracle Morning is one of my favorite books. I need my morning, and I was sleeping in. I was kind of letting stress take over. I had a reason for sleeping in though. I wasn't getting that much sleep because my daughter is still nursing, so we're waking up in the middle of the night, and I was just very tired. I was kind of letting the days take control of me, and I was doing a lot of work at night as well. Exhausted. My work was kind of being interrupted every 5 minutes. And I made a big decision, and it had to do with when I got my planner. These are our new planners that I'm going to talk about at the end. And everything changed when I started writing down what I wanted to create in my future, and what my goals were, and what I needed to do to make happen, and what my plans were for each week, and what my plans were for each day. That's when everything kind of started to change with me. And this just happened like last week. And I will tell you, it feels so good to have the 4 things that you can do every single day to stay productive. It feels so much better when you're in control. And the one key change that I made was I decided that I'm in control of my schedule. How can I make this work? Sometimes we just let our schedule take control, right? And you get to the end of the day and it's like 9 and you're like, where did the day go? So instead, I want you to change your mindset of, instead of I don't have enough time, it's time to make the time. And that was a key change I made this last week, is like, how can I make the time? If I need to work, 2 to 4 hours a day, I don't work that much on my business. I do what I can. If I need to work 2 to 4 hours a day, where are my time slots? Like, where am I going to make that happen? And what I was doing last year with a new baby is I was just trying to fit it in as I could. I did not have a schedule. I did not know the night before when I was going to fit in my couple hours of work. And so this past week, now the night before, now when I go to sleep, or before we go to bed at night, we have a schedule for the next day. I know what the hours I'm going to work on my priorities are. And the book, by the way, if you're looking for books, because I know you guys are always looking for book suggestions, I read Deep Work by Cal Newport over the holiday, and it definitely helped put this in place, because I realized I needed more focus time. I needed more deep work into my schedule. So it definitely influenced me. I've had a lot of focus time this week. That's probably why you're seeing this Facebook Live. It's probably why I may seem a little bit more relaxed, because I had a really good week using my planner. It was the first week I got to use my planner. I woke up early. I got my hours in. I did these 4 things I'm going to tell you about every single day. I created, my schedule before the day started. I knew my priorities before the day started. And I've gotten so much done this week. It's been an amazing week. So if you, let me know right now how you're feeling about your days. Like, do you feel like you're in control of your day? Do you feel like, you get to the end of the day and you're like, where did the day go? Like, I do not have time. And if you have a few questions, I will have some time at the end to answer questions. So you can type those in on Instagram. It's hard to catch the questions because everything's moving so fast. So you might want to wait till the end when I ask for questions to type your question. But on Facebook, I can see it's a lot easier to keep questions on Facebook. So tell me right now, whether you're on Instagram or Facebook, tell me how you feel about your day right now. Like, do you feel like your days are productive? Do you feel, Tiffany says, I do not feel in control of my days. Okay, so this training is going to be really helpful for you, Tiffany. Yolanda, I do not feel in control of my day. Ella's from Chicago. Tiffany says, how do you determine the top 4 from so many? So I'm going to tell you the four things you should do, and they're 4 different things. I'm going to tell you them today, Tiffany. That's what this training is going to be. I'm going to tell you the 4 things that you should do every day to stay productive. So let's just dive into that. Perfect lead-in, Tiffany. Thank you. So if you have not gotten our daily to-do list, that's going to help you go through these 4 things. So you can get the to-do list at www.classycareergirl.com/to-do list. And maybe someone who's listening can put that link in the comments as well. Or if you're listening on Instagram, I don't know if we can link on Instagram, but go check that out and I will show you. So what that is it's the to-do list, and it has the 4 things that you should do every day on there. So they're the 4 things that I've been doing that really helps me stay in control. Hope Circle CEO says, feeling great because I'm really working to be in charge. 5 a.m., read, write, and pray. I'm right there with you. 5 a.m. is my goal time to be up to. This week, I've made it my mission to wake up before my kids. And it's life-changing when you can wake up before them. So if you're waking up at 5 a.m., I am there right there with you. So the first thing that you need, Sheena says, what's the website again? www.classycareergirl.com/to-do list. That's where you can find it. So if you need this later, or if you can't figure it out, just send me a direct message if you're on Instagram, or send me a message on Facebook. Hope Circle, am I saying that? Hope Circle Co. says she printed out the list. Awesome. Okay, so let me know how it's going. I would love to know how this is going if you're using the to-do list. So let's get started. So there's 4 things you should do every day. The first step for each day is to know your priorities. So if you woke up feeling like you have a million things to do, you're not alone. The key is that before you wake up, to write down your priorities. So that when you wake up, you know what you're supposed to work on, and know like what are the most important things that need to get done, because those small baby steps can really add up to your long-term goals. Those are your priorities. So those are the things, if you've used our 90-day planner, or if you have a goal for the year, these are the items that are going to help you reach those goals. These are going to get you to your long-term vision where you want to be at. So when you know your priorities before the day starts, it will help you focus. You'll decrease your overwhelm of all the things that we feel like we need to do. Like, trust me, I have way too many things that I probably should do. And these are the things that that you should do to reach your goals. So I complete this to-do list. It's in our planners. And these planners, so I'm just going to tell you the big secret right now. I was going to wait till then, but I'm just going to tell you now, these planners are back in stock. Yay! So we're having a back in stock celebration, and you can get your planner. They're shipping. So there's another website to get that. It's actually, if you go to our website, classycareergirl.com, it's on the menu bar. It says planner. You can just hit that. Or it's www.classycareergirl.com/create your future. These are the create your future planners. Yay, they're so pretty. And this has your daily to-do list. So every day, so this is Mondays. There's a Tuesday, there's a Wednesday. So in it has the daily to-do list in there. So it's at the very top. So this is what your to-do list will look like. It's at the top. You write the date, and then you write your 3 things. So there's 3 priorities for your day. Those are the things you should complete before doing anything else. And I've been writing this out the night before. So now that I have this planner as well, I can stay on track of it as well. So the night before, after I put both kids to bed, I have like 30 minutes of just me time, self-care, me time. And that's when I create this list for the next day. So I write down what those priorities are for the following day, and I schedule the time that I'm going to work on those priorities. A great book is The One Thing. If you kind of don't know what your priorities are, you don't know what you should be focusing on. I was just reading that this morning, and one of the questions he says to ask yourself in the book is, what's the one thing that I can do such that by doing it, everything else would be easier or unnecessary? So that's the question I've been thinking about today, because he says you can ask yourself that for like everything, for your finances, for your health, for your job, your business, your marriage, your spiritual life, everything. What's the one thing that you can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary. So that question might help you. That book might help you, or just, you know, backtracking from your goals, figuring out what your big goals are and what are those big blocks that you can do tomorrow that are going to help you. And I shouldn't say big blocks. I should say little baby steps, because we know these big goals are all made of these little baby steps along the way. So you guys, some of you guys may have participated in our, Laurette says, what was the name of the book? The One Thing by Gary Keller. Such a good book. I recommend it to everyone. I just recommended it to my brother's fiance. She just read it last week and loved it as well. It's like, if you've been in Classy Career Girl world, you know that I tell everyone, and I'm rereading it right now as well. So it's like fresh in my mind. So we did a challenge in the Classy Career Girl Network Facebook group just this last week, a 4-day challenge on putting together this to-do list, helping you guys put together your daily plan. And I wanted to give a shout out to a couple of people who participated in the challenge and tell you some of the things they wrote for their priorities, because sometimes it just helps to see what other people are putting as a priority. I know we have a lot of people listening who want to start businesses. So big shout out to Anita, who did day 1. And she said that her priorities are write business plan, get laundry done, 30 minutes of exercise, and clear out 1 box of clutter. So shout out to you, Anita, for taking part in our challenge. I wanted to talk about this though, because a lot of you guys put laundry. Barbara did as well. Laundry, clean house, write blog, start writing business plan. Like, just looking at that makes me tired thinking of all the things that you guys need to do. So I do want to make a point, because I don't know if I made this clear enough about your priorities. Your priorities are not laundry. Your priorities are not email. Your priority is not checking social media. Your priorities are the things that are going to help you get to your goals. Obviously, laundry needs to be done. Obviously, we need to respond to emails. Obviously, we need to check social media. I am a big proponent. I'm on social media all the time. I love social media, and my business runs on social media. Those things need to get done. And so that's where I recommend that maybe you put an hour in your day where you do these administrative type things. You do your email. I check email throughout the day, but I don't answer emails. I only answer emails like once a week. I have certain times in my day where I'm doing social media. I'm not on social media all the time. It needs to get done. So I schedule those blocks of time into my calendar, but they're not my priorities. I've never put email, laundry, or social media in my top 3 priorities. I'm sure there's going to be questions about that, but I want to make that clear. Brooke, shout out to Brooke. She said one of her priorities is start on her Create Your Future planner. Yay, you're going to love it. Ashley, one of her priorities is make a sale. Love it. If you can be very specific about how you're going to make that sale, like maybe it's booking a strategy session with a client, or it's calling previous clients, or it's getting a referral, or it's emailing your connections on LinkedIn, or it's contacting someone you used to work with, or there's so many different ways that you can make sale. Or maybe it's working on your sales page. So being specific about how you're going to do that as well, but that's a great priority, because that's focusing. If your goal is to start a business, writing your business plan, doing your planner, making a sale, booking clients, these are things that are going to help you get to that goal. Someone put writing a blog post. It's definitely important to write a blog post, but if you want to grow a business and you need to get clients to grow your business, focus on connecting with potential clients, focusing on finding the ideal client, connecting with them, talking with them. I'm not going to go into detail, because that goes into whole like entrepreneurship training, and this is just about your daily plan. but keeping it focused on what your priorities are. So I would love to know, share with us in the comments if you're listening, or if you're listening to this afterward, like, what are your priorities? What are you working on? Stephanie said she's working on 3 websites. So she has 3 websites to finish. So she is a website developer. So those are her top 3 priorities because that's her client work. I love reading them. Okay. So I think you guys get the point. Priorities, priorities, priorities. We want to know what our priorities are, top 3 before the day starts. And the question did come up is how do you know what the priorities are? So if you're using we also have a free planner, and you can get that at classycareergirl.com/free plan. If you're using the free plan or the physical planner that you can purchase, the beginning walks you through questions that will help you figure out what your priorities are. So when we're talking about what you should do every day, we're kind of skipping to your daily plan. But there's a lot that goes into it before your day starts, right? There's, the beginning sections are about, looking back at the prior year, about creating your vision, creating your goals for the year, creating your 90-day plan. So there's, if you're stuck on like what your priorities should be tomorrow, I'd recommend backtracking and going back and doing the entire free plan. So this is really for you, like if you know what your goals are, right? Like you want to start a business or you want to change jobs, or you know what you need to do, and then it's staying productive tomorrow. Okay. So that's step 1, knowing your priorities. Step 2 is affirmations. So you want to you doing this section of the to-do list, there's a section called affirmations. And so that's where you're going to write down something that's positive. You're going to do this daily to describe a positive affirmation. So some examples, and I've done a whole blog post about this and a podcast that you can look at on the Classy Career Girl blog. But an example of an affirmation is, and some that I've been writing down are, I will create the most extraordinary life I can imagine. There are no limits to what I can achieve. I'm 100% committed to becoming the person I need to be. My goals are possible. Because this is so important, because we often are kind of negative about our goals, about where we're going, what we're doing. And especially if you have some big, scary goals, which we all do, right? It's easy to become negative, and there's so many things that keep us stuck. And so it's very, very important that every single day we're staying positive and we're writing down these affirmations. I like to write them down. I like to say them. I think this is a key reason why this week I have had such a great week, is because I've been so focused on being positive and doing writing down different affirmations every single day. So if you do this, you're going to change your mindset. A shout out to a couple people who shared with me some of their affirmations that they love to use. Have you guys ever, if you have an affirmation that you really, really love, or a positive quote, post it in the comments as well, because that will help other people who are still figuring out what their affirmation is. And if you have one that speaks to you, just write the same one every single day. It doesn't have to be different. I've been writing different affirmations every day, because every day a different one kind of speaks to me where I'm at. If there's something you see yourself debating or going negative about, like maybe you've been thinking, I'm not good enough. Well, maybe that affirmation for that day should be, I am good enough. And that's something you're going to think throughout the day. Maybe you write it down. Maybe you put it as a note card on your desk, and it's just something that you're going to kind of think about to stay positive. So JC said her favorite one is, there will never be a perfect anything, just start somewhere. I love that one. Stephanie says, you are stronger than you seem, braver than you believe, and smarter than you think you are. I love that one too. And you can see, like, if you just keep repeating these, if you do this for a full 90 days, we're going to be unstoppable, right? We're going to be like so positive, and this is going to be a key reason that your goals are going to happen. So it's not just the plan. It's not just taking action. It's also the mindset. Mindset is like the biggest thing that holds people back from reaching their goals and launching their dream careers and their dream businesses. So very, very important to stay positive with your affirmations. Now, the third step is gratitude. And on your daily to-do list, there is a section for I am grateful for. It's right down here in pink. So when you aren't grateful, you won't receive more in return, because gratitude is all about giving thanks. Ungratefulness is taking things in your life for granted, which we don't want to do, because life is amazing. There's so many amazing things. There's so many positive things that are happening in life. Just looking all around us, I'm grateful that we can do this, right? This is so awesome that we can go live and we can connect, and you're in Iceland and I'm in San Diego and it's middle of the afternoon, and I'm thankful that my parents are here and they're watching my daughter, and so I can do this, like, just off the top of my head. Those are some things that I'm grateful for. So you want to make sure that you're being grateful. Because when you're grateful for the things you have, no matter how small they may be, you will see those things instantly increase. And there was a time in my life where things were not going very well. Things were not going how I wanted them to personally. And I did this exercise, and I was trying to make my business my full-time thing. And every day I would write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. And that's what I recommend that you do. And my things that I was grateful for were like the smallest, littlest things. Because like I said, things were not going well. But I had coffee, and I was grateful for coffee. And I would sit on my balcony and I would have a pretty view. And that was what I was right. I was grateful for this view I have. I was grateful for this, apartment that we were living in. I was grateful for my marriage. Just writing down whatever comes to your mind helps you remember, okay, like, I do have it pretty good. There are a lot of positive things that are going, even though this thing really sucks. There's all these other things that actually are positive and are going okay. So you'll be happier when you do this. When you count your blessings, the more gratitude you feel, the happier you will be. And studies have shown people who practice gratitude have closer relationships. They're more connected to family and friends, and they're viewed more favorably by others as well. Like, we all know the people that are negative, right? We all know the people we don't really want to be around because they're negative, and that's not going to get you anywhere. That's not going to get you, a new career. That's not going to get you clients. It's not going to get you hired. That's not the type of people I want to be around, right? I want to be around other people who are happy, who are fulfilled, and who are, maybe not everything is perfect, but they're still happy, right? They're still grateful for the positive things that are happening. Adima says, gratitude opens doors. Thanks for the reminder. I totally agree. As soon as I started doing this, things changed for me in my life, for sure. As soon as I started looking at the positive, doors definitely started opening for me. That's for sure. So I make this a habit right now. I've been doing it in my nighttime routine. When I create my priorities for the following day, then I write down my affirmations, I read my affirmations, and then I write down what I'm grateful for. So I used to do it in the morning. Now I'm doing it at night. Doesn't matter when you do it. Just make it a practice of writing down 3 things that you're grateful for every day. So let us know what you're grateful for as well. I would love to read what you're grateful for at this very moment. There's always something to be grateful for. What are you grateful for right now? First thing that comes into your mind. Okay, so we've covered the 3 steps. Let's cover the 4th thing that you need to do daily. The 4th thing is writing down all the other items that need to get done. So this is where you will use this big box right here. So there's a ton of to-dos whirling around in all of our heads right now. Like, tell me, how many things do you have to do? Like, how many to-dos are whirling around in your head? So what you're going to do now, the 4th thing, is you're going to list them all out. You're going to do a brain dump of all the things you should do today. And don't worry, you won't have to do them all, but it's going to help decrease your stress to get them out of your head and onto paper. And you'll find, like, none of the things that are going to be listed here are your top priorities. Because remember, we're going to focus on our top priorities every day first. All these other things are just the things you should do. That's where the laundry goes. That's where responding to all of your social media and all of your emails goes. Those are all the things we really should do. I got to answer emails too. Yeah, there's a lot of, there's trips to Target, there's returns I have to do, there's laundry, there's grocery store, there's, what was it that I've put so much stuff on that section. And it's so nice to, this morning, just now I had get pizza dough because we're going to make pizza tonight. There's things those are the things I'm writing down and like other important items to get done. So it doesn't have to be all business or career related. It's just the stuff that's in your head that you need to get done today. So, those are going, and they're admin stuff. Like if I, didn't get the pizza dough earlier today, I could run out right when this is over and I could go get it. Getting pizza dough is not going to affect my 90-day goals or my annual goals. It might affect us not having anything to eat tonight when my parents come over, but it's not going to affect my annual goals. It's not going to help me. So that's kind of how I know if it's my priority or not. And so each day you want to make sure you complete those 3 priorities first, and then you head to your other important items. So I woke up, I think I woke up at 5 this morning. I can't remember. I tried to. I think it was more like 5:30. I didn't get pizza dough when I woke up. Instead, when I woke up, I focused on my priorities, which was getting this ready, right? Adema says, grateful for your time and your commitment to share knowledge and impact other people's lives. Thank you. See, when you're grateful for things, it helps, your gratefulness makes other people's days as well. So that's another thing. Being positive, you help other people be positive too. So thank you. That was really nice. Michelle says, grateful for social media and you taking the time to share all of your support and help. Thank you, Michelle. And I love that you said you're grateful for social media too, because sometimes social media gets a bad rap, but I think that there's so many positives about social media too. If we can keep it positive and share all the positive things, there's so much that is possible with social media. So thanks for sharing that. Okay. So I think I said this. So each day you'll complete those top 3 priorities first, and then you'll head to your other important items section where you can write down everything else. And then you can set like an hour in your calendar each day, maybe to complete the other things, right? So I had to go to the grocery store right before this. I had, a certain amount of time. I had to make lunch. I had to, do some admin stuff to get my daughter ready to go out with my parents. These are little things that I had to do in a certain amount of time. Because getting pizza dough, I don't want to spend 2 hours at the grocery store, right? Like it needs to be in and out. It needs to be quick. And that's what you want to make sure for these other important items. They need to get done, but you're going to do them fast. Responding to email. There's 30 minutes I set aside each week. I'll respond to your email in those 30 minutes. And that's how we do it. It's like a short period of time. Same with social media. There's a set period of time. I'll do it fast. I will respond to all the social media I have. But it's not in like my priority time. And for me, my best focus time is that morning when I can get up, I'm alone, it's just a wonderful time. And, then I can focus and get my priorities done. So to summarize, there's 4 things that you should do daily to stay productive every day. The first one is figuring out what your priorities are. So knowing before you wake up what your priorities are. The second one is affirmations, staying positive, repeating positive words, positive sentences. If you're feeling negative, it's flipping it. Like, I'm not good enough. Well, your affirmation that day is, I am good enough. Number 3, it's gratitude, sharing what you're grateful for, writing down 3 things you're grateful for every single day. And then number 4 is that brain dump. It's like we have so much stress and so many to-dos on our head. So it's listing them all out on paper, putting them down and going through them, at certain times that you set aside in your day. So that is the summary. Like I said, it's our back in stock celebration day because we are back in stock of our beautiful Create Your Future planners. It's a very, very exciting day because they've been out of stock for a little while. And this will guide you through the entire process of creating your vision, creating your annual plan, creating your 90-day plan. And then it's really a 90-day planner. So it helps you walk you through the first quarter, or it's not dated. So, you can purchase it at any time that they're in stock, but it will go through every single 90 days. You'll do another one of these. And I've been doing this for 2 years, not this beautiful printed one. But I've had, if you guys have been around Classy Career Girl for a while, you know that we have had a free planner for 2 years, and over 30,000 women have downloaded the planner, have used it to help them reach their career goals. And so this last fall is when we took the planner and we made it into an actual physical planner that you can purchase and you can buy. And I just want to give a huge thank you to everyone who has supported this planner. If you want to go check it out, you can go to www.classycareergirl.com/create your future. And you want to buy your planner before tomorrow night, because we're doing free shipping on domestic orders through tomorrow night as part of our back in stock celebration. So hopefully you go grab this planner, because that's going to be the key of going through your daily to-dos, because it's like right in front of you. And it's so helpful to have this like on me every single day. Every single day I have a to-do list all ready to go. It's on my desk. It's on my nightstand. It's in my backpack. It's everywhere is my daily to-do list, and it allows me to plan the night before. I'm not like printing out paper or I used to just keep like a journal, a notepad, and that's where I would write down my to-dos every day. So very, very helpful. Highly recommend if you have big goals for 2019, if you really want to make a career change, launch your business, make your dream happen, I highly recommend grabbing this planner. It's been a huge life change for me. I know I'm going to reach my goals this year. It's really, really exciting. We have big goals at Classy Career Girl. Personally, I have big goals. I have a podcast I just recorded that's going to be coming out in February, sharing on the Classy Career Girl podcast, which if you're not listening to, you should subscribe, because coming up, I'm going to tell you what all my goals are. Kind of a scary episode to put out there, but I think it will help you guys to see what some of my goals are and what some of our company goals are. But all that to say, go check out the planner. Go grab your planner before tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. Sorry, 11:59 p.m. Eastern is when the sale ends for getting free shipping on domestic orders. And that's at www.classycareergirl.com/create your future. You can just buy one planner, or you can join the annual planning experience. And that's where we'll ship you a planner every single quarter. So this is the one I signed up for, so that I will have another planner. I think we're shipping out for those people who join the annual planning experience. I think the next ones will be shipped out in March. So you'll be ready for the next quarter. You'll always have the planner ready to go, because it's a 90-day planner. And then that experience as well comes with the community with me. So we have a Facebook group. And then there's additional extra training that will teach you how to do the planner as well. And the benefit of that, if you are in the US, you also get free shipping on 4 planners then, because the free shipping promotion for the back in stock celebration covers the annual planning experience as well. So that's the best deal around. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. You can always send us a Facebook message or an Instagram message. Joelle is here. Hi, Joelle. She says she's grateful for the planner. She loves it. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so many great questions. If I missed your question, because things are moving really, really fast, and I only have a limited time before my daughter comes back from the park. So if I missed your question, just send me a message on Facebook, send me a message on Instagram. If you have a question and you need support, you can always email us at support@classycareergirl.com. You can email our team, and we can make sure that you get your question answered. I'm gonna answer one question. So Tiffany says, Anna, do you intermingle your to-dos for home and work? Yes, I definitely do. So today my to-dos were getting ready for this live, getting ready emails. We're sending out some emails tomorrow, and then also getting pizza dough. So I'm definitely commingling my work and my life, and that's why I love this planner. Also, the reason I love the planner, and basically I made the planner for me, and I hope it helps you guys too, because I don't know, I've been using this for 2 years. I don't know what my life would be without it. And it's a huge reason that our business has grown so much is because of this planner for me. So I create the planner for myself, and I hope you guys like it as well. But the reason I love it is because I can mix my business, my work, my personal life. And in the weekly, so there's a section that has your weekly plan. So every Sunday I plan out, so I'm going to do this tonight. Every Sunday I plan out what the next week looks like. And I actually do my priorities for the week. So we talked about what you do each day, finding your top 3 priorities for each day. You have to do it for each week too. So there's a section. I should show you a blank one. So you guys don't want to see my messy handwriting here. Let's see here. So this is a blank one. So up here, it says week 3, which is for me going to be next week. And then it says top 3 priorities this week. So every week you're going to write down what your top 3 priorities are for the week. But under here, down here, it says personal items. And so it works really well for me to write down, in this section says administrative items, which is kind of like those like other things to do. So personally, that's my trips to Target, that's birthday presents, Christmas presents, all the get pizza dough, all the other things. Because let's just face it, like as women, our lives are a mixture of everything, right? Like there's a lot going on in our heads. There's a lot of responsibilities we have. I know if you're a man listening, you have lots of responsibilities too, but clearly our target is women, all pink here. So we're targeting women. We have a lot of things going on in our heads, and that's why we have to be I have to balance both work and life. It's a mixture of everything. Like right before this, I was nursing my daughter 5 minutes before we got on, and so I can't do I don't have a 9 to 5. I can't do a hard stop on my business and my personal life and being a mom. So I keep everything all in one planner. Tiffany says, thank you. I love CRP. Awesome. So glad you love CRP, Corporate Rescue Plan. Awesome. Okay. I got to go. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoy your planner. Let me know what you think. Let us know if you have any other questions. If I didn't get to yours, just send me a direct message, and we will see you guys next time. Bye. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Hey everyone, it's Anna. Thank you so much for listening to today's special bonus training on the 4 things daily that you need to do to stay productive every single day. And in case you missed it, I want to make sure that you know that you can download this free to-do list template at www.classycareergirl.com/to-do list. Now, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Before I go, I want to make sure you know 2 things. 1, I love sharing your screenshots on Instagram. So if you're listening to the podcast, take a screenshot of the episode that you're listening to and tag me at Classy Career Girl on Instagram in your Instagram stories, and I will make sure and share it. I love seeing that you're listening to the podcast. Also, number 2, we just passed 50 reviews on iTunes, and you guys know we've been working hard on this. Thank you so much if you've left a review or if you've shared the podcast with someone else. I truly, truly appreciate it. I want to give a big shout out to our 50th reviewer. It was JC Smitty. Thank you so much. She said she listened to the podcast on vision boards, and she's listened to over a dozen over the past 6 to 8 weeks. So shout out to you. She's also in the Facebook group, and she's in our Corporate Rescue Plan membership community as well. She said the 90-day plan, free and physical planner, have taken things that are in her head on paper and made it happen. And now she's taking baby steps. So big shout out to you, JC. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your review and great work moving forward with the planners. So our next goal, you guys know I'm all about goals, is to get to 75 reviews on iTunes. So can we do it? I think we can. Thank you so much for sharing. Thanks for reviewing the podcast on iTunes so we can get this out to more women and help them find career fulfillment. One last thing, you guys know it, you can create your future. I'm excited to help you do that. Let's do this.